What's up, Broncos country? How's it going? Broncos country, get ready for some news that's going to make your heart race. Today we're diving deep into the story of our newest edge rusher, Quay Robinson, who's joining the Denver Broncos with full force after the 2025 NFL Draft. This is hot off the press, and it's packed with all the juicy details to make any Mile High City fan beam with orange and blue pride. So grab your beer, throw on that Broncos cap, and come with me on this ride. Because Quay is healthy, ready for battle, and already has a defined role on this roster. Let's make some noise, Broncos country. If you followed the 2025 draft, you know the Denver Broncos were precise, with 7 picks, including our guy Quay Robinson, taken in the 4th round. The team made it clear they're thinking both short and long term. But who is this guy? Why is everyone buzzing about him? And most importantly, how is he going to help us dominate the AFC West? Don't worry, I got you covered. And after, I want to hear from you in the comments. Let's get into it. Broncos country, let me introduce you to Quay Robinson. This guy's a 6'4", 243-pound edge rusher packed with muscle and speed straight out of the University of Alabama. That's right, he's a product of the Crimson Tide, a factory for NFL talent. Over 43 college games, he racked up 54 tackles, 30 solo, 6 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 2 fumble recoveries. Solid numbers, right? But what makes Quay special goes beyond the stats. He's a versatile player who contributed on defense and special teams in Tuscaloosa. In fact, he led Alabama in tackles for loss 7 and sacks 4 in 2024 before a tough injury against LSU in November. But don't worry, Broncos country, he's fully recovered now, and that's what matters. Quay Robinson isn't just a stat sheet guy. He's got that it factor we love to see in Broncos players. You know that guy who hits the field hungry for victory? Who never gives up on a play? That's Quay. According to NFL analyst Lance Zierlein, he might not be the most physical edge rusher, but he has traits that make him a special teams beast and a future hybrid linebacker in a 3-4 scheme. That's music to our ears, right, Broncos country? A guy who can play multiple roles and bring that chaos our defense thrives on. And there's more. Quay is a leader. He's been described as someone who elevates those around him, on and off the field. Just picture that in the Broncos locker room with Sean Payton and George Payton shaping that raw talent. I can already see him chasing down quarterbacks and making us jump off the couch. Can you already imagine Quay taking down Patrick Mahomes? Tell me in the comments, Broncos country. Now, let's talk about something serious. Broncos country. In 2024, Quay suffered a season-ending injury against LSU. It was tough, I won't lie. Losing a guy leading Alabama's defense in TFLs and sacks, that stings. But this is the kind of story we love in the NFL, a comeback. Quay Robinson went through surgery, rehab, and now he's back, stronger than ever. In a recent interview, he said he's feeling better than ever, and the injury was just a bump in the road. That's championship mentality, Broncos country. Quay's recovery isn't just good news for him, it's great news for the whole team. We all know the NFL can be brutal. Injuries change everything. Seeing a guy like Quay come back with renewed energy gives us hope for the season. And if he says he's 100%, I believe him. Do you? Or do you think he still needs to prove it on the field? Drop your thoughts, Broncos country. I want to hear what's on your mind. Okay, but where does Quay Robinson fit into our scheme, Broncos country? That's the million-dollar question. The 2025 Denver Broncos are building a defense that could be a wall, and Quay is a key part of that. According to Broncos Wire, he's being groomed to shine on special teams with the potential to grow into a hybrid linebacker. That means he's going to be that guy making big plays, blocking punts, forcing fumbles, chasing down opposing QBs. On special teams, Quay already has tons of experience. At Alabama, he was one of their core guys, and our special teams coordinator Darren Rizzi is already drooling over what this kid can do. Just imagine Quay flying down the field, wrecking return plays. That's the kind of moment that flips a game. Broncos country. And over time, he could take some pressure off edge rushers like Baron Browning and Nick Bonitto. Versatility is the name of the game, and Quay's got plenty of it. On defense, his role is still being shaped. Sean Payton and DC Vance Joseph are experts at getting the best out of young talent. They're going to mold Quay into a pass-rushing threat. Zierlein said he may not be the most physical, but his speed and technique are elite. And in our 3-4 scheme, a hybrid linebacker with Quay's skills can be a nightmare for opponents. I'm already dreaming of him sacking Justin Herbert. What about you? Which QB do you want to see Quay take down first? Drop your pick in the comments. Broncos country, let me tell you why Quay Robinson is the right guy for this team. First, he fits perfectly into Sean Payton's philosophy. Our coach loves versatile players who can do it all. Quay is exactly that, someone who can play special teams, contribute on defense, and eventually grow into a starter. Second, he brings that youthful energy we need. After a wild offseason and a 2025 draft that gave us names like Jody Barron, R.J. Harvey, and Pat Bryant, Quay is another raw talent for our rebuild. And there's more. Quay is the kind of guy who embodies the spirit of Broncos country. He's resilient, he works hard, and he's hungry for wins. We all know the last few years haven't been easy for us fans, but with players like Quay, the tide is turning. He's the kind of player who's going to bleed orange and blue, and that's all we ever ask for. I know you're just as hyped as I am to see him in action. So tell me, what play do you want to see from Quay in the first game? A sack, a tackle for loss, or maybe a forced fumble? Drop your prediction down below, Broncos. Broncos country, Quay Robinson is just one piece of the puzzle. The 2025 draft was a turning point for the Denver Broncos. With 7 picks, including cornerback Jody Barron in the first round and running back R.J. Harvey in the second, this team is building a strong foundation. And Quay, taken in the 4th round, was a steal. A lot of analysts had him ranked as the 209th best player on Jeff Risdon's board. But the fact that George Paton grabbed him with the 134th pick shows he saw something special. And I trust our GM, Broncos country. Do you trust him too? This draft was all about balance. We reinforced the secondary with Barron, added explosiveness to the offense with Harvey and Pat Bryant, and now we've got Quay to boost the defense and special teams. It's a young, hungry roster that's being shaped to go toe-to-toe with AFC giants like the Chiefs and Chargers. And with Sean Payton leading the way, we all know the sky's the limit. I can already smell the playoffs in the air. Broncos country, can you smell it too? Tell me what you think our chances are in 2025. Before we wrap it up, Broncos country, I want to hear from you. This video is about celebrating Quay Robinson and the bright future of the Broncos. But it's also about creating that one-of-a-kind, mile-high connection. So drop a comment answering these questions. Question 1. What will be Quay Robinson's first big play as a Bronco? Question 2. Do you think he'll shine more on special teams or defense? Question 3. Which AFC West rival do you want to see? Quo destroy on the field, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell, so you don't miss a single update about our team. We're in this together, Broncos country, and 2025 is our year. Let's make some noise and show the world that the Denver Broncos are back, and Quay Robinson is just the beginning. Until next time, go Broncos!